For those of us that are still trying to really grasp the concept of styling great outfits, don't do it. Hello sister friends, and welcome to Born to be Zesty. My name is Tori, and on my YouTube channel I focus on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, where I also share my passions for food, fitness, and home decor. So if any of those topics interest you, I hope that you will stick around. Today I'm talking about 10 style tips that everyone should know to keep your look fresh, modern. First of all, let me just give you guys a little bit of background. I don't know why I've never done this before, but I have over 20 years of experience in the fashion industry, from the high street to contemporary and luxury brands in Washington, D.C., New York City, and Dallas. I was integral in the launch of new brands and store openings across the country. During my 12 years of working in fashion in New York City, I was a GM for a high-end contemporary brand, facilitating the executive reviews of product rollout that directed the marketing, store layout, and product inventory across the brand. I've worked in product development to launch and or expand new collections, and I even worked as a stylist in the music industry. So let's just say I know a little something, and I'm not talking out the side of my neck. So now that I've given you all a little bit of history about my fashion background, let's jump into today's style tips. So let me just start by saying that aside from this first tip on my list, the rest of these come in no particular order, but I do think that this first style tip is extremely important, and it's basically the foundation of everything else related to your style. And that is to know your body type and how to select garments that will be most flattering for your figure. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth on this subject here because I've already produced multiple videos which go into great detail on this subject. I will definitely link them. I highly recommend watching them if this is something that you continue to struggle with, or something that you really haven't delved into at all, or if it's just simply a subject where you need additional information. So knowing your body type and dressing for your body type is absolutely #1 priority in terms of developing a great personal style. Which takes me to style tip number 2. If you are unsure about your body type, or if you are in the process of revamping your wardrobe, flare leg pants and wrap dresses are universally flattering. These are silhouettes that I absolutely recommend for any and everybody, no matter what your body type. So when in doubt, these two silhouettes are great go-to options. So we are fully in the throes of winter, and when I say in the throes, let me just tell you, I am in Dallas, Texas. Yesterday it was 67 degrees. It was balmy and beautiful. When I woke up this morning, it was 29 degrees. When you're talking about a serious extreme weather conditions, I'm living it. Which takes me to style tip number 3. So during these winter months, hosiery or tights definitely become a necessity when wearing a skirt or a dress. My style tip: match your hosiery to your shoes and not to your skirt or your dress. Now, ideally, you want all three to match. If you can find tights and shoes that match your skirt or your dress, that is absolutely the way to go. That will be the optimal combination. However, that's not always the case, and when you cannot come up with that combination, it is definitely more important to match your hosiery to your shoes, not to your skirt. This will help to elongate the leg, it will make you look taller and leaner, and doesn't cut you off at the ankle. Now, there is a caveat for fashion girlies. For those fashion girlies really make a statement, there will be a deep contrast between the hosiery and the shoes. But I'm just going to say, for the general population, for those of us that are still trying to really grasp the concept of styling great outfits, don't do it. Don't do it, because this requires an entire look. Like, you've got to be a mastermind of putting this look together from head to toe in order to pull it off. Just stick to matching your hosiery or your tights to your shoes for a great look. Number 4 on my list is mixing metals. Mixing metals is a real thing, and it works. Some of us get so hung up on matching all of the hardware in our jewelry, our handbags, our shoes, our belts, all of the things. You don't need to do that. You're making it much more difficult than it needs to be. Mixing metals is a real thing. Just think about when you go to the jewelry store. You go to the jewelry cases, if they have things that come in silver or white gold or yellow gold or rose gold, they showcase them all together. You've got to even consider things that you probably already own in your wardrobe that are two-toned. All of my David Yurman pieces consist of mixed metals. My Jeulia tri-toned ring that I absolutely love. Mixed metals. Mixed metals is a thing. It's beautiful. It works. Don't be afraid of it. Mixing your metals will remove limitations from your styling options, and it makes your outfits just more interesting. Don't be afraid to mix your metals. If you haven't done it before, now is the time. Take the plunge. You won't regret it. Style tip number 5, white can be worn year-round. It can, year-round. Yeah, you can wear it absolutely all year. It's just a color. Or maybe not. Whatever the case, it's not just for spring and summer. White adds a nice bright pop during those dreary winter months. It can freshen up your look, and oftentimes it just adds a level of sophistication. It looks amazing when paired with darker neutrals, like let's say like a darker blue with a brighter blue, and then you add a pop of white. Or in contrast, when paired with your lighter neutrals like your tans, your camels, or your grays. And as a monochromatic look, I think it is just the epitome of chic styling. Wear your whites, or if you're more comfortable, your winter whites throughout the year. But the only thing that I suggest is that you're definitely going to want to pay attention to the fabrics. You're going to want those heavier, richer fabrics, your cashmeres, your wools, things along that line, so that it pairs well with the other items in your winter wardrobe, that it makes sense for the season, it makes sense for the climate, and that it keeps you warm. Wear your whites all year round. Speaking of monochromatic looks, this takes me directly to tip number 6, which is that monochromatic looks do not have to match perfectly. Again, I think that we stress ourselves out far too much with trying to make everything locked in and being like super matchy-matchy. It's not necessary. There's such a broad spectrum of hues within a single color, so experiment with different shades of the same color. This will infuse depth and dimension into your ensemble. The recommendation here is just to make sure that you choose a dominant hue as the focus garment, with the additional hues acting as a contrast by either being lighter, darker, or both. Again, your monochromatic looks do not have to match perfectly. Throw in those additional hues and the tones and watch the magic come to life. If you're enjoying the video this far, be sure to hit that like button. This lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content and that they should push my videos out to more subscribers. And if you're enjoying the content, if you learned a new style tip, or if you're just enjoying the vibe, be sure to go ahead and subscribe. For those of you who've already subscribed to the channel, thank you so very, very much for your support. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Style tip number 7, metallics, animal prints, and camouflage. They're neutrals. These can easily be worked into your look to replace your traditional neutrals like your tans, your navies, or grays. The fact is that these are all comprised of neutral colors: blacks, white, browns, beiges, and tan. Injecting these options into your wardrobe will make a statement, make your look modern, and add just a bit of edge. Animal prints, throw it in, wear it, it will look great. And when it comes to metallics, the recommendation here is simply to consider your color palette. Whether it's warm or cool will help you to decide which of the metallic to add to your look. Style tip number 8, accessorize. Do not skip out on accessories. Accessories literally have the power to transform your look. Your bracelets, earrings, necklaces, belts, sunglasses are an absolute must. These pieces literally work to take your outfit from basic to super stylish and chic. Accessories will tie your ensemble together, adding interesting details and personality to the look. Accessories also add versatility because, again, they have the power to transform your look. So when applying applied appropriately, it adds so much depth to your wardrobe, expanding outfit possibilities, and literally creating what seems to be brand new looks. Invest in great accessories, invest in statement pieces and basics, but don't skip out on the accessories. Again, another great segue. Now, I'm probably going to ruffle a few feathers here. These are all my expert opinions, but my opinions nonetheless. I believe in wearing what you love, wear what makes you feel confident. Do you, boo? But I'm going to absolutely tell you guys that your shoes, your handbags, your belts, they don't all need to match each other. They don't. They do not need to match one another. Those pieces need to work with your outfit. Now, oftentimes making your accessories a little too matchy-matchy can make you look like dated and matronly. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it works. I've seen it work. I've done it and it works. But when doing so, I highly recommend mixing textures. And this keeps the look interesting. When I was growing up, my grandmother had a wardrobe just for her accessories. And it was all like these, every handbag had an exact pair of matching shoes. And I mean an exact match. And I thought that she was just the bee's knees. And don't get me wrong, she was, because she was a fashion diva, okay? But that was another time, and today is just not necessary. Not matching these opens up so many possibilities. It removes limitations, really allows you to play with and work with your accessories. You can draw on other colors in your look to really create like a color story or a color pop. It makes the outfit interesting and creates distinct looks. So style tip number 9, your handbags, your belts, and your shoes do not need to match one another. They need to work with your outfit. And last but not least, style tip number 10 is to mix your statement pieces with your basics. We're no longer waiting for special occasions to wear our statement pieces or our specialty pieces. If we learned nothing from the panini, we learned that tomorrow is not promised. And for a woman of my age, I am more than aware of the fact that I have more days behind me than I do in front of me. So what are we waiting for? You bought these pieces because you love them, so wear them. Your basics will provide the necessary balance to ground the look. And they will help you to avoid the struggle of wearing multiple statement pieces that are fighting for center stage. Statement pieces make you stand out. That's the point. They show off your personality. They show off your style aesthetic. And they add interest to the look. You feel confident, you feel amazing, and you look fabulous. So in 2024, pull that bad biatch shit out of your closet and rock it. Step up to the plate, step out of the shadows, wear your statement pieces, look amazing, feel amazing, and show off your signature style. If you're looking for daily style inspiration, your girl has got you covered. You can find me across the internet on Pinterest, on TikTok, and Instagram. That's where my daily style inspo goes up. Be sure to check me out and give your girl a follow. That way you never miss a look. Thank you so much for spending a portion of your day with me. I greatly appreciate it. Wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are living in gratitude and that you are dreaming big and living even bigger. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!